Hello guys, today we'll be talking about Pokemon Sword Shield. But no, we won't be talking about anything. We'll be talking about the Pokédex. Oh, don't bring up the... Nope, we're not bringing up that. Today, we're talking about the worst... We're not talking about the new Pokemon. We're talking about the worst old Pokemon confirmed for Sword Shield. So, if you would want to bring all the Pokemon, you'd bring the best of the best. The greatest of the greatest. But... honestly, there were some stinkers they, brought back for reasons above. Okay? Pokemon that nobody wanted to come back. Pokemon that usually waste up Pokemon slots. Yes, these Pokemon sort of have been put in Sword and Shield, and maybe they could have put, Cypher, which Cypher's still not in Pokemon Sword and Shield, but you have number 5, Pyukumuku. Pyukumuku is one of the lamest Pokemon. It's one of the lamest Pokemon in Gen 7. It has bad stats, and it's just complete. Actually, it's gonna be a top 10. No, this will be more Pokemon I like in general. Pyukumuku is completely garbage. Why would anyone use this in battle? Pyukumuku has pretty bad stats. Okay, go on with it. Okay. Pyukumuku already is pretty bad. Why are they bringing it back over Skarmory? I know all the Pokemon are not confirmed yet, but it told me that this Pokemon is a higher priority than Jigglypuff, one of the most popular Pokemon in the world. This trash is apparently more important than Jigglypuff. I would think that Jigglypuff is more important than Fairy. I don't like Jigglypuff that much, but I would at least put, considering that Jigglypuff is in like every Smash game, I would think putting Jigglypuff over a freaking useless Pokemon that has really bad and garbage stats. Yeah. Next one is number 9 is Terraserena and the entire Bond Street line. I still like these Pokemon because they're weird. It's not really these are easily some of the lamest Pokemon in Gen 7. It's a fruit that it's basically the rip-off Waltz line, okay? That's basically what this is, but instead of all grass type. So it starts as a fruit and turns into, its own version of, Gardevoir, okay? So Nintendo has attempted to make their own another Gardevoir for the longest time, because of course a lot of people like Gardevoir, but they haven't really tried to recapture it. I don't know why it can't bring back Toucannon or any other better Gen 7 Pokemon. I know they're bringing back Mimikyu, but really, these things of all Pokemon? They can bring back better Pokemon. The next Pokemon, number 8. Why is this thing back in the game? Swordpuff is easily one of the ugliest Pokemon in all of existence. What is this thing supposed to be? And I guess they're gonna bring back Aromatisse as well. Why are we bringing back some of the worst Pokemon? I guess they're gonna bring back the Elemental Monkeys as well. Yeah, people really love those. Swordpuff is just a ugly Pokemon. Why would anyone want? Nobody used this in X and Y. Maybe besides to put a Fairy type on the game and the file. But you can use Gardevoir instead, which is much better than whatever this is supposed to be. Easily one of the worst representatives of the Fairy types. Its stats are actually good and actually well balanced, but which do we have I use? Gardevoir, Asbuzuel, and then 7 Mimikyu, and yes, even in its own generation, there are better Fairy types than whatever this is supposed to be. Okay, this is one of the worst Fairy types of all time. Okay, yes, even in its own generation, it gets outclassed by, Sylveon and Fortis, and even Keys. Okay, freaking Keys. Yeah, this Pokemon always show up and put in the dumpster of all the, more forgettable Pokemon that, no one really cares about, okay? But, the garbage pile of, useless Pokemon. Number 7. Oh wait, they put the SB for Big Zungus. Never mind. The real number 7. Gothitelle. What's so bad about Gothitelle? Moving on. Yeah, these Pokemon are just creepy, okay? They're not as creepy as, Zinks and, freaking Bruxus and, Swirlpuff, but come on, okay? The only thing that is actually good about them, they actually have decent stats, and also the counterparts are in the game as well. I just don't like these Pokemon. Moving on. Number 6. Oh, the most forgettable, the most time. I guess Nintendo didn't forget Maractus. Well, that's not number 6. Number 6 is, Woobat and Swoobat. So, these Pokemon are returning for some weird reason. Did anyone like these two Pokemon? Okay, so basically Zubat and Woobat are kind of one of some of the laziest Gen 5 Pokemon of all time. They're just bats with hearts on them, okay? They're easily, oh yeah, Gen 5, or what Pokemon should we add to Gen 5? Okay, so Zubat is gone. We need to add our own Zubat. And it's even worse than Zubat and Crobat. It's even worse than Crobat. This Pokemon stat total is 425. I can understand why people want to use Gothitelle. At least has decent stats, or even Swirlpuff. But these? You gotta be kidding me. Nobody likes Zubat and Woobat. Nobody likes these things. Number 5. Let's be real here. I love Gen 4, but does anyone really like Cherubi and Salem? I get Cherries, food Pokemon, food are found everywhere, but Cherubi is kind of a pretty bad Pokemon. Its evolution does have a pretty unique mechanic, but Salem has pretty bad stats, okay? I get some Pokemon with bad stats are actually used, like Marwile, but this Pokemon is forgotten even then because it does remind us of the terrible honey mechanic, and that's James generation. Now we're going to number 4. Most Pokemon in the game are added for many reasons. But we have Qwilfish. Why is this? So this is basically like Pyukumuku. Qwilfish was probably introduced to fill up a deck slot. Unless this thing is actually getting the evolution, I see no point in putting this thing in the Pokédex. No point. Number 3. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about Diggersby. Number 3. Diggersby. Yeah, this thing is easily so. Bumblebee, of course, was shown in, of course, the trailer, but Diggersby is, besides its unique typing, this Pokemon isn't that great. Diggersby isn't that great at all. Okay, it has even worse stats than freaking, ugly, bat with a hot nose. This thing is just, trash already. Okay, and it's just annoying. And they brought this thing in the game. Why would anyone use Diggersby? I'm just wondering who would use it. Okay, so we're going to put two Pokemon. Here they're not my. Okay, number 2 is Ringo and Pelipper. Okay, I don't hate these two Pokemon, but you gotta think about this Game Freak. It could have introduced a new Seagull Pokemon, Cramorant could have been the new Ringo and Pelipper, but no, you had to bring these things back. Okay, we're sick of seeing Ringo and Pelipper in every single Pokemon game. Okay, why can't we just take a break for once of seeing these two Pokemon? I get they're everywhere because they can fly. I won't be surprised if they're in every single Pokemon game because for some reason, Game Freak loves these two Pokemon so much that they're in literally every single Pokemon game. Okay, they're kind of like a tentacle. Okay, and the worst part about these Pokemon is that you find these both on water and on land because they have the advantage of being found the fight, you can counter them on water, and you can counter these things on land. Okay, and in Generation 7, these things were pretty annoying because you found these everywhere. If you go in the cave, there were Pelipper. Okay, then you go in the water, there's more Pelipper. If you go into the grass in the mid on Route 1, there's freaking Ringo. This, they're in every single Pokemon game, okay? Give us a break for once, okay? Please spare us from, Ringo and Pelipper, okay? And number one, Pokemon. All the Gen 1 Pokemon, I don't have a problem with being in the game, because all these are iconic Pokemon, okay? Maybe except for Groom, I don't like Groom, but, it's just me. Groom's just, weird. But here's another Pokemon, oh wait, Silvers are found everywhere, never mind. Another Pokemon we need, you know, was added to the game was Nova and Obama Snow. I get it. They had to add these Pokemon because of the snow region. But, they could have made an entirely new original Pokemon instead of just reusing Snowball and Obama, so okay. These are supposed to be the favorite Pokemon games, and and these things are used instead. I think they were in every Pokemon game besides Gen 5, okay, because they're basically conifer trees. Why don't we have a Pokemon that actually looks like a conifer tree in Pokemon? Okay, why don't we have a new Pokemon? It's just we use the same Pokemon, okay? I don't really hate this, but I hate its evolution because its name is just not that great, and the evolution wise is just not that great. It's it's quad weak to fire, and it's just an ice type, and ice types are kind of not really kind of really frail. So has those disadvantages going for it, and no one's gonna use this over the superior new ice types of the game that they'll add in the game probably. So these two Pokemon are kind of like and of course there's other ice types already confirmed for the game like Glaceon, yes, and Mamoswine, but are much better than Obama Snow. Yeah, I had to make that joke again, okay? And these two Pokemon. Oh wait. Sorry, Obama Snow. You're not on the list. I apologize to you. You can be in the game. Here's another Pokemon that's not be in the game. Togedemaru. Why the hell is this thing in the game? Oh yeah, because we have to have a Pikachu clones, Togedemaru was, of course, memorable for being a totem Pokemon. Okay? But, does anyone use this thing in Pokemon? Like all the Pikachu clones, people just have it because it's cute. But its stats are completely garbage, okay? It's just a waste of a Pokédex slot, okay? Why does anyone want to use Togedemaru? It's kind of already played forgettable already. And you're rubbing this in our face on, oh yeah, no Skarmory for you, no Cypher and Sizzle, no the good Pokemon. Oh yeah, get Togedemaru, one of the worst of the Gen, the worst of, you gotta for all the Gen 7 Pokemon you had to put it into the game, okay? You gave us like the worst bats of Pokemon, okay, yeah. You have all the Pokemon Deuce, you have, Sorazzle, I just have like Toucan in the game because it's based out of Britain. Toucanon, Araquanid, and all these very great and unique Pokemon. And we're stuck with Togedemaru. Yes, one of the worst of Gen 5. It's just a Pikachu clone. That's all it really is. They leave out the rest of the Pikachu clones in these games, And of course, all the rest of the Pokemon, I'm fine with. Yes, even you, Obama. Obama Snow and Snowball are honorable mentions, we do some Pokemon we do need a break from, but they're not gonna give up every Pokemon in the game, okay? Do strict by fit, strict opinions, okay? You know, but it's kind of get annoying when you see when you have the same Pokemon. We need some new Pokemon, okay? See some new, excuse me, some new Pokemon, okay? You know, Okay, X and Y and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, they're able availability to get these Pokemon. So every generation since, Diamond Pearl can get these Pokemon in the game, besides Black and White, which you couldn't get these in Black and White at all. Even in, Generation 4, those are ready to get these Pokemon. So we're not really going to talk about Snova. And also has a player annoying ability as well, and makes going through snow places even worse with its ability, Snow Warning, which makes it hail every single time, which is freaking annoying, okay? And that's basically it. Goodbye.